and welcome to This Week on 33rd Street. After Monday's edition of After the Buzzer, we are going to be talking about women's hoops on This Week on 33rd Street as Penn women's basketball looks to stay in a virtual tie for first place as they will face Yale, who is currently a game behind leaders Penn, Princeton, and Harvard. And they will also face Brown. Both of these games will take place at the Palestra Friday and Saturday. So get excited, folks. First, Ian, how have the Penn women's basketball Quakers been doing so far in Ivy play?
Well, you're looking at a team that's won 6 in a row, including 2 back-to-back Ivy weekends. You've got your sweep they have against Harvard-Dartmouth, and you have the Cornell-Columbia sweep. And Cornell was obviously a very big win for this program. And now with Yale coming right at their door, just 1 game back, that's going to be the biggest game. Brown kind of a step behind everybody else. I think you need Penn to use its inside-out game using Stepanovic and Bondenberger to get guards like Barron involved, and that'll be the key to victory.
Absolutely. So, Riley, big game of the weekend is Yale. Unfortunately, we're kind of ignoring Brown right now, but that's not a game to be taken lightly. But
Brown's used to it. It's all right.
But Yale, the Elis, they've been doing pretty well. They lost 1 game this past weekend, but they're a feisty group. What can we expect from the Elis this weekend?
Yeah, the Elis definitely are a very, very tough group. First of all, it just goes to show you that in the Ivy League, at least in Penn women's basketball, or in women's basketball in the Ivy League, there is never an easy weekend because at least one of the matchups is going to be tough, and that's the matchup with Yale this weekend. Yale has 2 veteran guards, senior Jana Graff and junior Sarah Hygen, and those 2 could potentially pick apart Penn. Yale has played well all season. They did drop a contest last weekend to Harvard, but they are playing well. Interestingly enough, it's a bit of a similar situation as last year. Last year, if you remember, Penn went up to Yale, and it was during the snowstorm, and there was some difficulty with the scheduling of the game, finding a venue, and then same things kind of flipped around this year. Yale came into town on Wednesday night, so they've been in Philadelphia for a while. It's an interesting game. The context around the game is certainly a little less than normal. But it should be a good game. If Penn's guards are not up to the challenge of stopping the duo from Yale, it could very easily be an ugly game, and Penn could fall back in the Ivy League race.
Yeah. So how does Penn do this weekend? Can they pick up 2 big victories?
I think they can. I don't think they will. I think they lose to Yale I think they lose to Yale again, and my prediction is Yale 74, Penn 58.
Oof, tough one. That Penn women's hoops has been known for their defense. So that's a pretty big prediction. Ian, what are you saying?
I see a sweep, but I agree that battle against Yale is going to be more of a defensive sort. I'm going to say Penn over Yale 55-50.
Okay, I'm going to say that Penn breaks the ever-important 60 mark in the Mike McLaughlin era and is going to beat Yale. I'll say 64-53. I've got some confidence in the Quakers' defense. And then Brown, I'm going to say they win. I'm not going to put a score to that one. But that's it for This Week on 33rd Street. Look for some analysis of our 2 basketball teams' performances on Monday in After the Buzzer. And good night. This is Riley Steele, Ian Wennick, Stephen Tidings. Peace.